Okay. Watch another one of these damn scary videos.
Top 10 scariest ghost videos of the year. I've been getting many requests for our, quote,
This one
scariest
looked
clips from all of the
promising.
top 5 lists.
But I say that
So
about
I
all of
figured
them.
that this would be the
They turn
perfect
out to
time
be
to
a
feature
letdown.
some of my personal favorites from the last
Maybe
year.
this one will be different.
And I'll also tell you what I thought was particularly terrifying about each one. And in some cases, a few extras that weren't in the original video. So, turn off the lights, go full screen, and let's get to it.
Well, it's full screen.
Dorm room ghost.
I have that much.
Student at Texas A&M University claims that his dorm room was so intensely haunted that he had no choice other than to just move out.
I wonder what his major is or was. Excuse me. I mean, was this ever turned in as a film project or anything like that? You know, I want to know, like, the college and the university and the dorm. I mean, because they would have record of this, right? There's no doubt that there's reports of this, but I'd be interested to know which one.
Whether you believe this video is real or simply an elaborate hoax, I've yet to hear a plausible explanation for how that flying mattress effect could be achieved. So the video
You make it sound like it'd be like Jesus walking on the water. I don't think it's gonna be as difficult as
Playhouse Ghost. Bill Koch usually investigates haunted places along with his group, the Wisconsin Paranormal Society. But on this investigation of the Alchemist Theater in Bayview, Wisconsin, Bill decides to go it alone to investigate the allegedly very haunted playhouse.
He's a very haunted playhouse.
I got a camera set up in this corner here, and I'm just gonna sit. We got a furnace running, so there's sound, but I'm just gonna sit and listen.
Are you in there by yourself?
Just let
Why
the
do you
camera
do
roll.
this alone? Why?
And
I mean, all of the movies that come out in theaters that are just, you know, you don't do things like this by yourself. Why?
Sitting here for a while.
I mean, what are you gonna do if you run into trouble? Who are you gonna call?
What the hell? Something just moved behind me. Jeez.
Come on now.
Something just moved behind me. Jeez. Okay. I don't see anything. Have a look here. Holy crap, I don't know if that seat was down.
Bill catches
Do
a
ghost
theater chair that
hunters
seems to
still
unfold
use like
all
the
on its
litmus
own.
paper and
He's
stuff
slightly
like that?
disturbed by the occurrence, but it's nothing compared to
wonder if
what he
they do.
finds in the hallways of the theater's creepy basement.
Okay, it's 1:15. I haven't heard anything yet. I haven't even gone back yet to check on this prop that's there. I keep hearing things walking around, but that's probably tenants upstairs. So,
Oh,
like, it
so
sounds like
there are
upstairs,
people
but there
there.
might be people up there. All right.
There was no one home upstairs at 1:15 a.m.? I don't believe that shit.
Besides,
I
random
do not
creaking.
believe that. I mean, what is this, spring break
Anybody in
weekend?
here?
In which case, what are
Besides
you
people
doing there?
upstairs. Okay. Well, I'm gonna look, see if this prop is still back here again. And we'll take a
You
look.
are walking up to that area like you know.
Come on.
that
See if
something's
this
gonna
prop is
be in
still
there.
back here again. And we'll take a look.
Bunch of crap piled in
Come
the
on.
corner.
That's not cool. The door open? No, the door was open. That door was closing.
Okay. What is it that you
If
think
anybody's in
you
there
saw?
messing with me, I'm gonna kick your ass.
Yeah, you sound like you could kick anybody's ass.
Hello.
He's all,
Yeah, I don't see
hello.
anything in here.
What, Sean's gonna
Hello?
pop out at him?
Hey.
And he's gonna, like, run in terror. Whatever.
Cameras. Out, out, out.
No.
Camera.
Yeah, he's like running through
cameras.
hallways and doorways
Out,
like they do in
out.
Scooby-Doo.
Understandably, Phil Koch didn't do many ghost investigations after this video. But in my opinion, this is still one of the creepiest and perhaps the funniest ghost clip we featured
It's
this
funny.
year.
I'll give you that much.
The House
It is
of
funny.
Khalil. I featured Jordanian explorer Ihab Kasmia in another video, and for good reason. He has some of the
Little puppy
creepiest
dog.
ghost hunting videos online. In this video, he is investigating a place he calls the House of Khalil. As
Shoot,
the
where
story
did they
goes,
say
a
this
man named
was? In
Khalil
the
went
Middle East?
insane and did away with his entire family, and this house before ending his own life. It is said that Khalil's spirit still haunts the home. As he explores, Ahab begins to hear strange noises. And then this.
Okay, no.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله
Nah,
الرحمن الرحيم
you're
أعوذ
reaching.
بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق يا كل شيء
Sees something that looks like a person peering through the window. But when
It doesn't
he runs
look like
inside
anything.
to check,
It's just dark.
nothing. But the creepy occurrences don't stop there.
وان بهاي المواقف بتكون الشغلة يا قاتل يا مقتول طبعا أعوذ بك
Okay.
يا قاتل يا مقتول أعوذ
Okay.
بكلمات الله
You and your
التامات
friends are making a YouTube
بسم
video.
الله
That's what
بسم
we got
الله
going on.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أعوذ بكلمات الله بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
Ahab doesn't even seem to notice some of the bizarre events that he catches
Oh,
on
I'm sure
camera.
he
At
notices.
one point, it actually looks like a face is peering at him through a nearby window.
Where?
بسم الله تعال بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
Where?
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
I didn't see a
Ahab decides
face.
to leave and investigate another abandoned house that is directly upstairs from the first one. But he feels like the ghost
Because the
or
first
jinn of
haunted house
Khalil
wasn't
might
enough.
have followed him. As he investigates the house, he begins to feel like he can see something lurking behind him in the mirror.
Ooh, excuse me. Nah. You're just having a good time for YouTube, putting together a video. You got a friend throwing hangers at you,
أصابني وجع راس
peeking out from doorways, looking all scary behind you.
خلينا نحكي شوي مع الجن بسم الله بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات أعوذ بكلمات
Yeah,
الله
it's a
التامات
good
أعوذ
cut and
بكلمات الله
paste video
التامات
job.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
And After that chilling experience, Ahab decides to just make a quick exit. Since Ahab's video was featured, his channel has gained over 4 times the subscribers he had originally, and he's now at 220,000 subscribers. I've seen many supposed supernatural
because it was a
channels trying to
clever and
fake
well
or
put
imitate
together
his
video.
Ghost in the Mirror video, but none match up to the downright chilling original.
No, that was just a fairly
Unwelcome
decent
guests.
put together video.
This next clip was sent in to me by John Plymell. He says that he and his friend Alan were checking out an abandoned farmhouse near his grandmother's home in upstate New York. As you can see, the house is isolated. It sits in the middle of nowhere on a barely traveled back road.
That does
The
not look like
outside
a
looks
barely
like
traveled
something
back
right out of
road.
a
The
horror
house
movie.
definitely looks,
And the inside is
excuse
no
me,
better.
gone over,
The
but
house
not
is a
the
death
road.
trap, full of rot and mold. The upstairs floor is so rotten the two are afraid to even try to venture up the stairs. And the basement is piled with garbage.
That is a mess.
Yo, I guess that's the.
That's the basement?
Yeah, that's disgusting.
What
It's
the
just piled
hell?
up trash.
God dang. It's awful.
But then they hear
What a
something
mess.
upstairs.
What a mess.
You're hearing that, right? Like random footsteps?
Probably another squatter video.
Floor. Somebody was up
Yeah.
there would fall through.
Well,
I'm getting cold.
not
You can
necessarily.
see spitting.
I mean, it's possible, but
Yo.
I'm going through the back.
Bro!
you guys have freaked yourselves out. That's what has happened here. You have freaked yourselves out. That's what you've done.
Now it's interesting to note that one of the boys mentions that the floor is so rotten that if someone were upstairs, they would fall right through. Because when I was watching the video, I noticed this.
It would fall through.
Bro.
Ever
Through one
could
of
be
the
a
narrow,
bird,
rotten
a
holes in the
cat,
floor,
something
it almost
dangling
looks like
from the
someone is
ceiling,
staring
moving in
down
the
at them from
breeze.
above. Or maybe it was just an
Excuse
optical
me.
illusion.
Yeah,
Either
dry
way,
throat.
the boys did not return to investigate
No,
further.
it's not what you think
Bro.
it is. You think it's like a person or a ghost or something. No,
The fact that John didn't see this strange eye peeking at
you
them
just
at the
really.
time,
That
or even when he watched
doesn't
his
look like
own
an
video
eye.
back later, makes the clip especially unnerving.
Where did he get the idea that any of that looked like
to
an eye?
remodel an empty house for resale. But as he works, he begins to hear strange noises coming from somewhere inside. He suspects that a squatter might have taken up residence in the empty home.
A lot of these videos are about squatters.
Doing this cabinet crown. And I think there's a squatter in this house. I think it's in here. Hello?
Marco,
Hello?
Polo. Wonder if it's one of those
Hello?
houses where you've got like, you know, access into one room leads into access to another room.
Anybody here?
Excuse me. Something like that. Wonder if it's like that. Seems like a pretty big house.
Hello?
Somebody just playing with you. Oh, I wonder where this is
Hello?
located. You got somebody who needs a place to stay? And you're doing work on a house.
The heck is
There's
that?
nobody staying there
Hello?
consistently. So, that's where they are.
Who is it?
Don't you go down there. Boy. Oh shit. Ooh, this is the first kind of scary feeling video. Oh yeah? Come on, give us a little more.
Eventually, the man works up the courage to come back and retrieve his
Oh,
dropped
damn
phone.
it.
The carpenter says that he will never go back inside the house again.
That had
He
a
claims,
decent
quote,
scary feel to
"There is
it.
something evil in that home."
No,
Whether
you got a
there's something
squatter.
evil in the house or not, the suspense in this video keeps you on the edge of your seat right till the end. So that's why it earns a
Well,
spot
it wasn't
in the top
suspenseful
10
the whole
scariest
time, but
ghost
the
videos of the
suspense,
year.
it got to be
Place
pretty
of
good.
Nightmares.
Yeah, that was decent.
Over a 6-month period,
That was
Colombian
decent.
Twitter user Don Paramo recounted a very chilling story which took place in his new apartment. Paramo's spooky Twitter tale starts when he moves into a new
Spooky
apartment
Twitter
with his
tale.
cat Octavio.
Hello, kitty.
Octavio. Octavio, salude. Hola.
Well, hello.
He was
I love
amazed that he
cats.
had been able to find such a spacious, fully furnished apartment with a
No,
private balcony
nice
for
place.
such a low price. But things soon took a
Tell
turn
me, how much
towards the
lower
bizarre.
was it? And if it was
His
that
cat
much lower,
Octavio,
why
who
didn't
is
you ask?
usually very friendly and gentle, becomes
Because
withdrawn and
if
aggressive.
it's cheaper than it should be, you know something's going on. Aw. Poor kitty.
Paramo finds objects move from one place to another and starts to hear strange sounds at night, especially in his bedroom.
Me he olvidado contarles lo de la cama. Resulta que me mudé acá y pues, como les dije, habían los muebles. Está una cama de
No,
cedro.
you're not using the furniture
Y
that
resulta
was
que
there, are you?
2 veces me he despertado porque escucho que alguien ronca durísimo a mi
Oh
lado.
my god.
Y pues cuando me despierto, pues obviamente nadie puede estar roncando porque,
What?
pues porque vivo solo. Pero los ronquidos se escuchan durísimo.
Oh.
Don Paramo even
Wow.
says that sometimes he wakes
sure
up
it's not the
feeling
cat?
as if someone has nudged or touched him in his sleep. He talks to a neighbor and learns that a mentally disturbed man named Tito passed away in his apartment. He died in the
Yeah.
very same bed that Don Paramo has been sleeping in. The man's body wasn't found by the landlord until weeks after his death. By this
Ew.
time, on his
And
Twitter
you
account,
are
Don
sleeping
Paramo has built up a large following.
in that bed.
After many audience requests, he decides to do a live Periscope stream from his apartment. What happens
does
on the live
Periscope
stream
stream
shocks
mean?
everyone viewing to their core.
I don't know what that
First,
means.
everything is going fine. Don Paramo gives a casual live tour of his home. But 3 minutes into the stream, things take a turn towards the horrific.
The
Las cosas.
horrific.
Y lo otro que encontré nuevo fue como un hueco que hay en la parte de afuera. Por la parte de la terraza hay una especie de hueco que no sé a dónde va y se los voy a mostrar.
Did you see it?
Oh my
Watch again.
gosh, it's one of those "did you see it" things.
As Don Paramo
What is it
passes
this
by
time?
his bedroom,
Oh
someone
dear
or
lord.
something seems to be lying in his bed. Something dark and terrifying.
That's not even worthy of a
Paramo
response.
doesn't even notice and continues his house tour. Later, when he returns to the bedroom, the bed is
That
empty
is so
and there
just
is no
stupid.
evidence that
Whatever,
anything was
because
ever
you
there.
guys were trying to put together a YouTube video. What do you got, an Airbnb going or something?
Pues Octavio estaba
Trying to
aquí, pero
get
se
some
salió nada más, yo salí.
get it out there.
Don Paramo's story about the strange feeling that
Get some
someone was sleeping
advertisement
next
for
to him.
yourselves.
And then this dark shape in his bed makes for one of the creepiest stories and one of the strangest live
No.
feeds I've ever seen.
No, makes for hilarity.
Ghosts of
That's what
Carmel,
it makes
Maine.
for.
The YouTube channel Ghosts of Carmel, Maine is always a viewer favorite here on the channel. But this particular video really seemed to put a fright into many viewers, ranking it as one of the year's scariest.
I mean, there's been like 1 or 2 moments on this video where you were like, ugh. This has been a decent video in comparison to the other ones. That's for sure. Oh, I've seen this video before. That's a freaking cat.
Went under the bed.
Yeah, it's your cat. Don't even try to infer that that teddy bear was stuck up there. That was a cat.
I'm out of here.
Now, if you're wondering
And
why
so is
Tim's
the
reaction
cat.
is so casual in a situation
He probably
that would
left
absolutely
minutes ago.
horrify most of us, well,
Whatever.
he says he's had hundreds of these bizarre encounters while living
It's
in
not
his haunted
bizarre.
home.
Hope you guys say something or do something. Oh my God! No! Oh.
To see all of Kent's ghost investigations, check out his channel, Ghosts of Carmel, Maine. The Cage. In the small town of St. Osith in Essex,
Come on, you
UK,
guys.
there's a very old
Come
abandoned
on.
prison called The Cage. The prison is unique in that for over 400 years, it served as a jail to confine and execute
Oh,
women
really?
convicted of witchcraft. Paranormal
Ew.
researcher Brian Mack and his
I don't
crew
think that's a
went to the
place
site to perform
that
an
would be.
investigation into the supposed supernatural activity in the prison. While there, the crew said that they heard strange footsteps and whispers.
Probably
Lights
shouldn't
turned
be
on and
messing
off by
around in a
themselves.
place like that.
And members of the crew were bitten or pinched by something that they couldn't see. The experience was so frightening that some crew members actually refused to continue with the investigation. But the creepiest and most bizarre experience of all came when Brian Mack's team
I wonder
attempted
what
to
makes
perform
some
a
people more
seance
susceptible
while
than
Brian
others.
observed from the other room.
Your face has completely changed. Doesn't even look like a person.
Whatever.
Come down here for a
You
minute,
are
please.
playing with a program on your computer or something.
As the seance begins, one of the women's face seems to transform and contort in a horrifying way. Her nose seems to
Whatever.
grow
You
and
guys
her
are
mouth
messing
curves
with
into a
it.
bizarre, inhuman
I call
grin.
BS. 100%
Face
all the
has
way.
completely changed. Doesn't even look like a person.
Right, Debbie, you need to come down here for a minute, please.
No. That's a
The
bunch of
researchers become
BS.
worried and call the woman out of the room. It was later found that even though the woman had been wearing several layers of thick clothing, she had a bizarre burn mark down the back of her neck.
Where?
After the investigation, the woman says that she had horrible nightmares and experienced strange things around her home. As for why this
I
video
guess you
was
gotta
included
sell
in the
what you
scariest
made.
videos list, well, this face. And I think that's all the explanation needed. When horror
Because
becomes
that's
horror.
the best you can come up
This
with.
next clip was sent in to me by Andrew Barahona, a filmmaker for Board Film Studios. Andrew was filming a scene for a horror movie
Board
in the
Film
historic
Studios.
and allegedly
Are you so
very
sure
haunted
that's
Doña
a
Ana
good
County Courthouse in New Mexico.
Good name
In the
for
scene
your
they're
film
filming,
studio,
the actress
Board.
Chelsea is meant to be acting overcome
Board
with
Film
fear,
Studios.
because in the movie scene, a killer is supposed to be stalking her through the building's hallways. But acting frightened,
Are you actually
soon turns
filming
into
this type of
very
movie in a
real
place like
terror.
this? I don't think that's very wise. Just because of the type of energy that's already there, and then the type of
The
energy
filmmaker and the actress are the
that's
only
in the
ones on the
story
third
of
floor
your
of the
film.
courthouse. But
You're gonna mix
suddenly a
those two together.
startling and
That's
very real
probably
door
not the
slam
brightest
can be
thing to
heard
do.
from somewhere nearby.
So you do stuff like this, you're just asking for stuff
Then
to
both
happen.
of them hear some very odd
You're asking
whispering
for it.
that sounds like it's right in the room with them.
See, if somebody else knows that you're filming, they're probably there to mess with you. They know that you're filming
And
something
so at
scary,
the
so
time,
they're
I
going to
had the
scare
camera
you.
in my hand, and I almost reacted immediately when I heard it. It was like it was next to me. And so she said she saw something behind me, and we just booked it.
Wait, turn the light on, turn the light on.
Now Now, of course, since this clip came from a professional filmmaker, I was especially skeptical. But I think the footage, along with their very believable reactions, speaks for itself.
You're trying to sell it too.
This next video is especially unique because it doesn't involve your typical group of ghost hunters. This video was taken by Adelaide's Haunted Horizons Ghost Tours. This tour group is exploring the supposedly haunted Tailem Town Church in South Australia. The people that you see in this video are all random tour participants, not paranormal researchers. They have no reason to fake their reactions. So, first the tour group's camera and light batteries begin to drain mysteriously. Then very strange things begin to happen to the tour participants.
Whatever.
Oh, well, he just let down his chair. It felt like something sat on the chair and it vibrated, and then it felt like something went like that. Oh, okay.
So that was that night.
Whatever.
Then, as I said, it knows when my
Oh my god. What?
Is that you?
He's over there. Tegan, what is it?
Like seriously.
What?
That just felt like something just touched my back.
What are you guys doing to each other?
He's kind of creepy. He looks hell weird.
Yeah. Are you alright?
I'm good. No, but you're not reacting or anything. She's petrified and you're not even. You're just chilling.
If you don't feel right, if you get irritable, if you get angry, if you get anxious.
Wait, what kind of gathering is this? You people need to stop scaring each other. It's not helping figure out what's going on.
No, what is it? No, tell us.
Just before you even started.
Yeah. You.
And if you think maybe that guy was just a bit unstable or perhaps having a bad day, well, he's not the only tour member who has a very frightening experience.
To stop tours completely.
That way, because he didn't come back.
Because it would spoil the game.
See, this is just... But you guys are getting terrified because something's poking you?
That's how I have been since I came in here.
I feel sick.
You feel sick as well?
Guys.
Well, we can either keep
gosh.
going or we can call it a quit.
You know, go eat a candy bar. You'll feel much better.
Yeah, it's what we signed up for.
When was the last time you ate?
Later in the video, in another area of the church, a tour member says he feels like he's been hit hard in the shoulder by some unseen force. Unfortunately, the camera only catches the audio of the event.
Well, like you said, only the audio was captured. So, I mean, like, what are you going to do?
Okay, it was not like that like shoved me forward. Yeah.
I heard the knock behind you.
He has a scratch on him.
There's a still camera on.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much you can do with that.
Where is the scratch?
On my shoulder.
Well,
See this here.
what are you looking at? Ooh, you're hairy.
Oh my god.
Look how well it shows up.
That bitty little
That's
scratch.
gonna be better than any of
I'll just hold down for a second.
Look at that, Ryan.
Oh.
Whatever.
Are you sort of freaked out by that?
Whatever. You get more damage digging out a mosquito bite.
No worries. All of the ghost tour participants made it out okay. Now, none of these people are so-called
sure they
professional
did.
ghost hunters. They were simply tourists.
No.
So they had nothing to gain from acting
You
scared,
guys were scaring
making
these
this video
people.
one of the most believable pieces of paranormal evidence I've ever seen, and earning it a top spot. So that's the top 10 scariest videos of the year. As always, I'm certainly not trying to convince you that any of the clips are real. So it's up to you. Are these
I
real
mean, there was
ghosts
a
caught on
couple there
camera,
that made
or
you
is each
feel
and every
some
one
pretty
of them
good,
just an elaborate
a
hoax?
good buildup of suspense
Decide.
or
We'll see you
like
next year with
possible
even more brand new
danger
creepy
somehow.
ghost
But
videos. In the meantime, if you see something
I
that
mean,
would be perfect for
overall,
the
they're
top five,
they're
or if you
cheesy or
captured
can
something
be
yourself,
explained
email
away.
me at nukestop5@gmail.com.
You know,
And
I
follow me
mean,
on
nothing
Twitter at
that's like
nukestop5.
truly scary.
And Happy New Year, everyone.
Like scary. That's really what I'm looking for. Scary. But nope. It's just not in the cards. Who knows? Maybe one of these videos we post today will be scary. I mean, they're getting better, I think, sort of. That one was okay. Like I said, it had a few scary points in it. Other than that, come on, people out there in YouTube land, post some scary stuff. Okay?